Okay guys, hey, welcome back to Advanced Algebra 1. And today is Tuesday, March the 31st. We're beginning chapter 9, which is titled Quadratic Equations and Functions. And in particular in section 9.1, which is the first section, we're going to be sketching these quadratic equations and or functions. Their picture makes a parabola. We've talked a little bit about that before. It makes a U shape when we finish sketching. The Bible verse today will be chapter 8 of Proverbs, verses 27 and 28, and it's on the next board, and I will show that to you in a minute. So today, as I move our camera down a little bit, we're going to focus on the parent equation. All equations have a parent. The parent equation is y equals x squared. You may see it in function notation, where instead of a y, we replace y with f of x. The same thing, same picture, same connotation. So, we'll move down one more time. I have a t-chart here and a coordinate plane here. And so today, we're going to do our best to sketch this parabola shape and its equation. The parent equation, again, is y equals x squared. And you can say y or you can say f of x. I'm pretty lazy, so I typically will just write a y. The 5 points I want you to do are the same ones that we've used historically. They center around the origin, which is at 0, 0. So we will pick two numbers on each side along the x-axis of 0. So let's start with a -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And we're going to take these x values and place them inside place of x. We're going to take these values and square them. So the first one is the quantity -2 times -2, which is going to result in a +4. Second one is a -1 times itself, or times -1. A negative times negative is positive. 1 times 1 is 1. 0 times itself, or 0 squared is 0. 1 squared is 1. 2 squared is 4. So we're going to sketch these 5 points on the coordinate or Cartesian plane, if you will. So the point -2, +4. I hope that you're going to notice all the y values are positive, so they're all going to be above the x-axis. -2 and up 4, -1 and up 1, the origin, which is 0, 0. Then we'll do 1, 1 and over 2 and up 4. And it does not make a V, it makes a U shape. So no V's, that's the absolute value. This is the quadratic function, so it makes a U shape, a parabola, if you will. There's some interesting terms here. The point where it bottoms out is called the vertex of the parabola. It's the low point. We'll notice it can also be a high point in a little bit. There's also what we call the axis of symmetry. This picture, if you will, is symmetrical to the y-axis. This is called the axis of symmetry. Means the right-hand side can fold over the axis of symmetry, or in our case, the y-axis, and match up exactly with what's on the left side. So that's kind of interesting. Again, this is the parent function. I'm going to scoot our camera over. And now we're going to do, if you can see down here at the bottom, y equals -x squared. So we're going to take the same x values centered around the origin. You're going to say, well, how is this going to be different? Order of operations says you must do the exponents first, so we will square, and then we will make them negative. So one thing you can do is just take the old range from the parent function, place them here, and put negative signs in front of all of them. Or you can go back through the motions and generate them again. But it is the value negative 2 squared, which is positive 4, and then we place the negative sign in front of it because the order of operation says exponents before multiplication. So you're going to notice the values for y actually stay the same with negative signs in front of them. So I don't know if you figured out what's going to happen here. That's kind of interesting. Same x values, except for this time, the y values are going to be below the x-axis, with the exception of the origin. 0, 0, negative 2, negative 4, negative 1, negative 1, 1, negative 1, and 2, negative 4. And again, it does not make a V, it makes a U shape. The shape is called a parabola. People that might try and say it phonetically might try parabola, but it is parabola. So, pretty neat picture. That is a 6-minute video, so I'm going to stop.